And we're back. We're live with the second part to Blade Runner. Yay! So I'm just going to wait for viewers. Just got a picture right here, right now. But I think I'll close it just so you can see. This. So we're going to be going into the first stream there. So I'm just going to click on it and we can just stand here and wait. Ugh, I hope it's not too loud. I guess we could go. I don't think I have any
No
messages.
messages. I'm in demand.
Nope. But the last time we left off, we were just chilling, waiting for, like, we just stopped back to our bait, like our house or whatever. So I hoped that we had gotten a message, but we didn't. So now, as soon as we click on this bed, he'll go to sleep and it'll start the next chapter.
Violent street crime in the city rose again last year by a whopping 26%, according to the latest figures from the Department of Justice. Governor Kolvig attributed the change to the dramatic increase in the number of specials registered as city residents and promised a tough new set of standards for the City Immigration Bureau by next month.
I always wondered what they meant by specials. Like, are they like special people? Like you know, like people with different abilities? I don't know. Makes you wonder. But, like, if you keep going in the bathroom, he makes different noises. See, washing the face. Bathroom. Going potty. And then he brushed his teeth. We can go out on our... So cool. Go out on our patio. Such a nice view, hey? Just tall buildings. Oh, it would suck to live in a big city like this. Like, look at how high up we are, though. Like, those are flying cars down there. So, like, our apartment is 32F. Does that mean we're on the 32nd floor? It's a little crazy. Hey, Blader. Welcome to the stream. How's that audio? Is it better? I hope so. Such interesting music, though. It's like kind of, how would you describe this music? Kind of like a romantic cyberpunk? I don't know. Oh, it's the rain. I'll show you. I'll go. Well, if you listen to it, it sounds romantic cyberpunk. See, I'll go out into the living area. Look, it's a puppy.
Good doggy.
Yeah, every time you go out onto the deck, it brings this music, so... But I think we can go to sleep now, maybe, and start the next chapter. You get to watch. Oh, so sad. But we'll play. We'll
Portrait
get to
of the
bed.
sleep deprived.
I don't think so. There's other
Got your
options.
delivery,
I don't know how.
Emma.
I didn't play around with it too much.
What?
Kingston Kitchen.
Oh, yes, right. Hold on.
Is this what the gravity be like on Mars?
Oh, no. It's about a third of what we got here on Terra. Real comfy. How about turning that dial, okay? When I say...
Ouch.
Please, can you control your rat?
I'll have you know that Ricky's a purebred chihuahua, and he's totally real.
Aw, poor pupper.
Things going good at Tyrell Corporation?
Boring, boring. Old man Tyrell's been on a Wagner kick lately. He never shuts up.
You also do outside work?
Sweetie, I never go outside. It's bad for the glands.
How about Nexus 6? You know a lot about them?
I think you should be going now.
Oh.
Understand good, it holds deep meaning for me now. Where be your research on Nexus 6? I need test studies, contacts, the works.
Only simulator. Extraterrestrial gravity.
One more minute, you be swallowing this explosive. 3 more minutes, they be
Yeah, I like the
hosing
voice
you off
acting.
the True Life building across town.
No, I swear. I don't have anything. If I did, I'd give it to you.
My people sick and dying. You tell me something.
Talk to Dr. Tyrell.
Tell me something I don't know.
The organ designers. Miraji, Hannibal Chu, Luther and Lance. They're closer to him than I am.
Where?
DNA Row. They're all working down on DNA Row.
Replicants are very strong.
You one miserable package man.
No! No, please, don't!
Aww.
Pick up.
Hope you aren't camped out there with a bottle of tequila.
Very funny.
Early bird slays the worm, McCoy.
Don't worry, I'm up, Lieutenant. What's the buzz?
One of Tyrell's employees got his fat face splattered all over the marble interior of the Tyrell building.
Inside?
That's right, but we also got a sweet little break at it. Tyrell's surveillance system recorded the whole shebang.
Beautiful. How many perps?
Just one. I don't know if it's related to the Runciter deal or not. Tyrell security will have the disc for you when you get there. You'll be
Captain
good, killer.
America. Yeah. So now we go and head over to the Tyrell building. But we're gonna come and say hello to Maggie first. Good puppy.
Here you go,
Have some
baby.
nummies.
Dinner time.
Bye-bye, Maggie. Such a cute little
Your
pupper.
floor number, please.
I just... Yeah, maybe. I just find it funny that the dude was like literally floating around in garbage. Like all of that stuff around him was all just like takeout containers. And he was like floating around in garbage. Tyrell building. Yeah. A lot of the noises in this are kind of obnoxious just because of it being like cyberpunk style.
McCoy, LPD.
Just a minute.
Where do I go?
Grav test on the east wing, 66th floor. Here's the footage from the security cameras. You get a pretty good look at the man's face.
How'd he get past you guys?
He pretended to be a delivery man. Dr. Eisenduller ordered in a lot, so it didn't seem unusual.
I may have more questions for you later on.
Yes, sir.
One more thing.
I've told you everything I know, Detective. I gotta work. These monitors
Yeah, I know,
don't
that's
watch
surprising.
themselves.
Yeah, it's a tough gig.
Up we go. Okay, so we gotta pick up that.
The earring was shaped like an insect. I didn't know much about jewelry, but it looked like junk to me, like the cheap crap sold at the stands and shops of Animoid Row.
Probably not. They didn't know.
Jesus.
Look it. So sad.
I've seen worse, but not by much.
Learn anything?
You could strain him through a sieve.
Dude killed the puppies.
I'd seen more dead animals than live ones in the last 24 hours, and now it was dogs. 3 of them. I thought about Maggie and nearly threw up.
Mm-hmm.
A takeout box from Kingston Kitchens.
Come on, where are you? Come on, little greenie.
The dog
There you
collar
are.
has a name on it. Ricky, maybe?
Yeah, I know, it upset me too.
Obviously,
when I
he'd been
first played
killed with an explosive, and not just because he'd been plastered on the wall with 1,000 strokes. The detonator wire I pulled out of his skull told the whole story. The killer was an expert. The charge had been big enough to do the job, but not big enough to shatter the soundproof walls of the float chamber. But I wondered why the killer didn't just shoot him.
it. Mm-hmm.
This earring yours?
Maybe it belonged to that other cop who was up here. The babe with the shades and the cigarettes.
Ain't her style. Call her babe to her face, you're liable to end up with a severe limp.
So, when I first played this game, like, I got
Spot
so
anything you think
mad
I ought
about
to
the
know about,
dogs.
tell me.
But, like,
Absolutely.
I wanted to keep playing because I had spent money on it.
You spot
And,
anything
like,
you
being
think I ought to know
young,
about,
I was like,
tell me.
I have to
Absolutely.
figure out, like, I didn't have a whole lot of money, so spending money on something back then was
Someone had tried to access a bunch of protected files on the Tyrell network and failed, not just once, but a dozen times. Tyrell engineers might forget their passwords, but what would the GravLab boys need with replicant DNA sequences and incept dates?
Oh,
Eisenduller had used his dog's name as a password.
The animal got
Tyrell
picked
brass
first.
wouldn't be too happy if they knew I was snagging a copy of their files, but someone had wanted them bad enough to kill Eisenduller, so I figured they must be worth having.
Nothing.
bzz, okay. Well, it's very
Spot
frustrating.
anything you think I ought to know about,
But-
tell me.
Like, because
Absolutely.
I know what's gonna happen, because I played it so many times as well. I wanted to get my money's worth back then. Exactly. The boxes and the images was how you bought games. And I was like, oh, this looks like a cool futuristic game.
Lagging behind again?
Gouza didn't say anything about me working with a partner.
Oh, in a pig's ass, Slim. No, I'm following up on my own. Could be it's linked to this Tyrell debacle.
Murder done. Her case.
How's yours connected to mine?
I'm still fitting the pieces together. You know the Moonbus massacre that went down last month?
Gaff mentioned something about it.
The rogue skin jobs probably flew to Earth. And one of them is a demolitions expert, similar MO to your Vic upstairs.
Hell of a coincidence.
I'll call you if I find out anything more about your case.
And she just walks away. Okay. A lot of the games, yeah. Let's see.
You know anything about Tyrell's computer system?
Security's tight as a drum, if that's what you're asking.
Somebody tried to access restricted data from the terminal in Dr. Eisenduller's office.
But they couldn't get in.
Yeah. Looks like Dr. Tyrell keeps his files safer than he keeps his employees.
That's probably fairly accurate. Most companies tend to keep things like their files safer than employees, for sure. Like, employees are just numbers. People are just numbers to every corporation. So it's not like they're going to keep people safe over their product.
You friendly with Eisendaler?
Most of the employees they see coming in morning and night, but old Marcus, Dr. Eisendaler, he almost never left his lab.
He afraid of somebody?
I think it had something to do with the air outside, and the germs. I once heard him complain about it.
Smart. What was his job?
Scrub test chief engineer. The lab runs tests to see how a replicant would perform in different planetary gravitational fields. That kind of thing. One of the other engineers could tell you more.
You know if anyone lost an earring like this one lately?
Not one of the employees, that's for sure. The boss enforces a strict dress code around here.
How did Eisendaler's moo-moo fit in?
Yeah, you know, company rules only apply to the lesser mortals.
How do I get in to see the big boss?
You don't, unless he wants to see you.
Okay. How do I make him want to see me?
Well, you could call his personal assistant.
Who is?
Don't know offhand.
Yeah, I get the picture.
Basically, nobody knows anything. Unless you're the big boss.
I may have more questions for you later on.
Yes, sir.
Pretty accurate. Okay, now we're gonna go back to the police station. And we're gonna go down and see if we can talk to Guza. Guza! Oh, whoops, wrong place. Meant to go ground floor, not basement. Poor guy's still locked up in there. Hello.
The goons over at the Tyrell building wouldn't let me talk to their boss. Maybe you can set up a meeting.
Anyone else in that whole company who knows anything?
You and I both know it's a one-man show over there.
I'll give it a try, kid. I'll have to pull some strings, so don't go in there half-assed. Make sure you got some legit questions for the resident genius.
Appreciate it, Lieutenant. Hey!
Get lost. We both got work to do.
Okay, now I could ask for some money.
I got some new leads, Lieutenant.
Get lost. We both got work to do.
So, I do want to see. I only have 280 bucks, so I'm going to ask him to float me some
Can
money.
the department float me some chin yen? This investigation's getting expensive.
Look, this ain't on the department tab, okay? This is a personal loan.
Thanks, Lieutenant.
This goddamn city don't know how to manage funds. They've been flush for years.
I thought we were under budget.
Trust me, ain't nobody getting rich unless they're sneaking some on the side. Hell, I can barely pay for the fuel for my car.
Ever hear of public transportation?
Get out of here before I throw my desk at you.
I got some new leads, Lieutenant.
Get lost. We both got work to do.
Okay, bye.
Hey, pal.
But let's see how much money he gave us. Oh, he gave us 100 bucks. That's good. Alright, now we go here. And we're gonna check.
Uploading personal clue database. Downloading mainframe clue database. Clue database transfer complete.
Actually, it's what's funny about this is that they didn't account for inflation in this game. Things are actually relatively cheap.
Scanning video disk. One enhanceable image found. Adding enhanceable photographs to Kaya database. Tyrell Grav Test Lab.
So, first, we want to zoom in on the pupper. Or puppy. Hey, Ricky.
The dog collar has a name on it. Ricky, maybe? Give me a hard copy of that.
And then we zoom back out. And then we want the Kingston kitchen box.
A takeout box from Kingston Kitchens. Give me a hard copy of that.
I don't know, like, I wouldn't want to live in the Blade Runner universe. They do eat bugs in this universe.
A bomb. Give me a hard copy of that.
Boom, boom, baby.
The earring was shaped like an insect. I didn't know much about jewelry, but it looked like junk to me. Like the cheap crap sold at the stands and shops of Animoid Row. Give me a hard copy of that.
Well, I mean, would you want to pay a buttload to eat bugs? I wouldn't. Pretty sure that's it for the photos. I don't think there's any other things. Pretty sure it's just those 4. Oh,
Ground
just
floor.
go stand out in that rain. Is Goose away from his desk now? You gone? He is gone.
We get
Oh
a new
yeah.
weapons shipment?
Pick up that weapons shipment paper. Heck yeah. Ew. Why would you want to? That's weird.
We get a new weapons shipment?
Yeah, Guza requisitioned a couple of cases for the assault teams.
Let me guess. He's planning on taking out a small city.
Lieutenant's a big believer in overkill.
You keeping busy, pal?
Nah, the place has been pretty quiet the last couple of days.
No, no thank you. I'm not gonna do that. Now we're gonna head over to the Tyrell building and do the interview there. You sound like those people who say you should sun your cooch. No, that's wrong. Don't do that. It's bad for you. Just like suntan your private parts. No, not good. You know, those people who have their butts up in the air and their feet spread eagle up to the sun? It's not healthy. There's a reason why it's called the place where the sun don't shine.
Beautiful, isn't it?
The owl or the view?
Both.
The view's amazing. The owl, well, artificial things never did that much for me.
No.
It's a flawless replica. We used a real one as a model.
Owls are extinct. Who told you the model was real?
Dr. Tyrell?
He's wrong, or lying. Check your Sydneys.
Eldon wouldn't make up something like that.
You're Tyrell's assistant?
Yes, I'm Rachel. Dr. Tyrell is very busy. I'm fully familiar with all Tyrell operations.
He does know I'm a cop, right? Blade Runner unit?
Dr. Tyrell has already met with one Blade Runner today and has important business to attend to. Your department should coordinate its efforts better.
Yeah, but...
You may speak to me or you may leave. I can't offer you any other choices.
Fair enough. I wanted to ask about Marcus Eisenduller.
I can't tell you who killed him if that's what you're asking.
We've already got a suspect. What I want to know is why the killer would be interested in replicant DNA information.
That's a stupid question.
Oh yeah? Why's that?
Your suspect is obviously a replicant, a very dangerous one.
I thought replicants were safe, more human than human. Isn't Dr. Tyrell pushing to make it legal to use rep labor to clean up the kipple?
Are we here to discuss corporate policy or Marcus Eisenduller's murder?
A little of both. You heard about the moonbus hijacking? Yeah, I guess you would have. 50 people dead.
You can't blame...
I'm surprised you aren't out doing spin control. The public gets nervous when your pets wander around the city without a leash.
Replicants aren't pets.
Right. Pets live longer and don't go around killing people.
There are safeguards in the design.
Yeah, I've seen the data. Implanted memories, a 4-year lifespan. I'd probably get a little crazy too, but I don't think I'd start killing people.
Wouldn't you?
As I explained to Mr. Deckard earlier, I've given the Nexus 6 model a past. I've given it the purity and innocence of childhood. And all the joy and despair that comes with a real existence. That's hardly a death sentence. That's life.
I thought you weren't meeting with any more Blade Runners today.
Well, I decided to make an exception. Mr. McCoy, isn't it? You do understand the need for the Nexus 6 to have an identity.
Not really. No. I do see why a replicant who has an identity would want to steal Eisenduller's files.
Please, enlighten me.
They want more life.
They're wasting their time.
They're gonna come for you, just like they came for Eisenduller.
I have nothing to fear from any of my children. I'd tell them all exactly what I told you. Have I given you what you came here for?
I'm not sure. Yeah, maybe.
Then if you'll excuse me, I have a stockholder meeting to attend.
Pretty fancy sunshade though, hey? It's just kind of like... It's like it was part of the glass, you know? And you also need to remember, Bladar, some of the interactions sound awkward, probably because they were set in... Like, this is recorded in 1997. This was made a long time ago. So when they were recording their voices, they probably recorded in separate rooms and did kind of like a playback thing. Well, and like, I don't. Did you see Blade Runner later? Like the 1982 movie with Harrison Ford? Have you ever seen it? So, Rachel is actually in the movie, like her character. And like the owl scene is all there in the movie. Like it's basically a reference to the movie. They're very slow movies, but they're very good.
You know who deals in insects down here?
You don't want insects? They're no good companion. But fish. Fish are good. I have every kind of fish for you. Blowfish, dorado, miniature sailfish. Very friendly.
No thanks. I got a dog at home.
Fish just as good as dogs.
No, my dog is real.
Real? Oh, you must make lots of money.
Let's get back to insects. Official LPD business.
Down at end of Animal Row. You see big green sign? You try there. Good luck with dog, friend. Hope he stays healthy.
Sheep.
Okay, so we're gonna just save it. Because there's something we're gonna do when we get up here and we might die. Yeah, because there's like basically all animal life was wiped out, so.
This your work?
Ah, the dragon.
Dragon?
See?
Yeah.
Anosoptera. Dragonfly late of the American South Swampland.
You sell jewelry with dragonflies?
Item like that, very special significance. Very rare, senor. Estate item, and most likely part of large collection. Person must have plenty money to obtain a collection.
More than I can afford.
You try Hawker's Circle. Might want to trade for this. With luck, you may find.
If this is from a collection, I'm also looking for the other pieces.
I make you a deal. I found out where to get dragonfly jewelry. Then you buy a piece, right? For special lady friend? You come back later.
I'll do that.
You take care, chasing the dragon.
Mosquito burger? Ugh.
Handsome man like you has lady friend, of course.
All my girl cares about is food and love.
Oh, romantic. What is this girl's name?
Maggie.
Maggie. Ah, Maggie, senor. It's perfect, is it not?
It's kind of ugly, but you talk me into it.
Yeah. Okay, so now we click here.
Careful, senor. You're poisoned.
Scorpions?
See? Finest quality. Perhaps you purchased one?
I don't think so. They're beautiful, though. I've never seen one before.
Oh, that'd be true, senor.
And
Ow!
go here.
Damn it.
Oh no! I warned you, senor. You will surely die. But you're still standing. The poison, it acts very quickly.
I ain't feeling so good.
If you're not dead already, you will live.
See, why would you have like a creature that dangerous just chilling on your counter? That seems kind of stupid. The scorpion stabbed him.
Might I
And he should have died.
interest you in a snake, noble one?
Not today, thanks.
No, you could die. That's why I saved it. I forgot to click on him again.
You know anything about insects?
I regret that I do not, noble one, save that I feed them to my snakes.
You do what?
Artificial ones, of course. The safeguards in the design of my snakes would not allow them to swallow a real insect.
I assume that this insect is already extinct.
They all died after the war, yes.
So the fakes must be pretty expensive.
If bought in bulk, the price is acceptable. They do not need to eat them, of course, but the added realism is worth every penny. Have you ever seen such craftsmanship?
Right now I'm more interested in the insect.
Perhaps you should ask the Peruvian woman next door. She's an expert on such things and will cut a wonderful deal to friends.
So it's possible that, like, it's basically implied that if you live from the scorpion stab, that McCoy is possibly a replicant. Like, your character can actually possibly be a replicant. Like, and it's implied heavily in the gameplay as you progress. But, like, that stab is basically an implication of, ooh, maybe you're a replicant and you don't know it.
I need to ask you...
Certainly the LPD must have better things to do than to question a humble merchant over and over again about the same things. Why aren't you out arresting criminals like that disreputable Bob fellow?
Bob?
He owns the armament shop up the street.
Hey, Ivan.
He's insane, number one, insane. He takes peculiar pleasure in agitating all the vendors around here.
How's it
I
going?
cannot even go out for a Cisco walk without worrying whether Bob is going to sabotage my snakes.
So we're going to go see Bob.
That a 45 blaster under your coat, or you just happy to be here?
You got good eyes.
They ought to be. They're the only organs of mine that survived the Phobos Wars intact.
Ray McCoy, Rep Detect.
Blade Runner, huh?
All right, we're going to save it again. Because we can actually void comp this guy, but we're not going to do it right away.
I just got assigned.
Yeah, I'm kind of buddies with Davy Holden. How's he doing?
Word is he's gonna be okay.
That skin job must have been pretty damn quick getting by Davy like that. He's the best in the business.
He'll be back on the job soon.
So if you see the movies at the very beginning of the 1982 movie with Harrison Ford, it's actually Holden is the guy that was shot by the replicant. Like he was shot once and then again in the back when his chair spun around. It's at the very beginning of the movie, Bladar. It's not a spoiler.
You got any decent ammo for my piece?
You mean the good stuff? 'Cause I know them police issue spitballs just don't cut it.
Not these days.
Yeah, I know how it is. If you want to drop a skin job, you need a little extra oomph. I got a few clips around here somewhere. If you got
Later,
the
it was made before
Okay,
you were
let's
born. So it doesn't count as a spoiler.
You sell any off-world stuff? Like Ender rifles?
Nah, I ain't seen anything like that in years. Wish I had one, though. The Endo was a real workhorse. Good stopping power, decent rate of fire. You looking? Gonna cost you a bundle, I'm afraid.
Not really. Somebody shot up Runsiter's shop with one.
Sucker had it coming. I'm sure of that.
Why's that?
Runsit is always putting on those airs like he's better than everybody else. But he'll do anything for a buck. Sell anything to anybody. That's where I draw the line. If it's suspicious, it's out of here. Got no place at Bullet Bob's.
You know anyone who might sell Ender rifles?
There's one other guy around here who dips into that stuff. Got a pawn shop down the street. Goes by the name of Ezo. But who knows what the real title is.
Ezo, huh? Sounds like you don't like him.
It's a good movie.
Ezo's okay. He's run the green pawn for a while. We're friendly competitors, I guess. But I don't appreciate his politics.
Yeah?
Rumors, that's all they are. I was out there, Ray. I did my time. 3.5 years worth. And I can tell you, Rep's got no business being down here on Earth, okay?
Yeah. Earth don't deserve them.
Tell me about it. We got standards to uphold down here.
What are Futanari? Alright, let's save it again because now we're going to void comp him, and if we fail, we have to do it again.
How'd you feel about taking a little test?
Test? You mean the void comp?
Yeah, I don't think you're a rep, but I want to...
Hey. You don't have to explain. I always wanted to see the machine in action. Go on, set it up.
Reaction time is a factor in this, so please pay attention. Where do you live?
Downtown, 4th sector. Hey, this is great. Should I be sitting any special way?
Just relax.
He's just so excited.
You've been drafted into the Army. During a boot camp hazing, you're bound, blindfolded, and forced to eat worms.
The poor little guys. That's the Army for you. Chew you up and spit you out. You know what I mean?
You notice someone attractive across the room.
In your dreams, pretty boy.
You rent a mountain cabin. On the walls, someone has hung old maps and Currier and Ives prints.
I'm not much for art.
A deer's head is mounted above the fireplace. A full stag with developed horns.
I'd burn it. Burn the whole damn place to the ground.
You're visiting the dentist. At the receptionist's desk is a huge bowl of fresh-cut flowers.
Flowers? So what?
It's illegal to pick them. Flowers aren't like soya. They're endangered. They need sunlight, fresh air.
They ain't gonna get it around here. I think they're all gone anyway. You seen a single goddamn flower in the last 10 years?
Yeah. Once. You're watching an old movie. It shows a banquet in progress. The guests are enjoying raw oysters. The entree consists of boiled dog.
Damn. You know, I'm getting to be an old man, and I ain't gonna tell you I've never eaten meat. But even back when I was a kid, that would have made most people sick. I'd stop watching the movie.
Yep.
Out of the corner of your eye, you see a large black spider crawling up the wall.
Where? They're worth a mint, even with only half their legs.
It's just hypothetical.
Hypo what?
There's no spider.
Well, why did you say so then?
He was just so excited. He's like, what? I'm gonna make money.
A man dressed in rags approaches you on the street and asks for money.
I tell him to get a job. Ain't he heard there's a labor shortage around here?
You're having dinner at a friend's home. Halfway through the appetizer, he tells you that you've been eating goose liver pâté.
I beat the crap out of him.
You're going to die. It may be soon. Death. The grave. Rot. It may be soon. The readouts don't lie. You're scared. Don't worry. I won't tell anyone.
You laughing at me?
It's just a test.
You better not be laughing.
He just gets so involved in it. Like,
describe in single words only the good things that come into your mind about your mother.
Lightweight. She was easy to carry.
Test terminated.
So that's it.
That sucks. We didn't get an answer.
Since you didn't
Let's
shoot
do it
me,
again.
I must have registered okay.
Yeah, it was touch and go there for a while.
Well, you know, I
we
think
gotta load
about
it.
skin jobs all the time. Try to get into their
Start
heads.
again.
Maybe that's what the deal is.
I don't know if you can hear, but Nyx, my cat, is on my lap, and she's purring, and all happy.
How'd you feel about taking a little test?
Try again.
Test? You mean the Voight Kampf?
Yeah, I don't think you're a rep, but I want to...
Hey. You don't have to explain. I always wanted to see the machine in action. Go on, set it up.
Well, at least we get to hear more of his crazy answers.
Reaction time is a factor in this, so please pay attention. Where do you live?
Downtown, 4th sector. Hey, this is great. Should I be sitting any special way?
Just relax. You see an oversized book with pictures of exotic animals on the cover. The title is Big Game Hunting in Zaire.
I'd burn the book.
Let me finish. Curious, you flip it open. There's a picture of a man standing with his foot on a dead Cape buffalo.
That's okay.
You find yourself fascinated. You keep paging through it, seeing picture after picture of animals laid to waste, each more gruesome than the last.
So this is how this test goes, huh? You asking me sick questions.
It's designed to provoke you.
Is that right?
You're visiting the dentist. At the receptionist's desk is a huge bowl of fresh-cut flowers.
Flowers? So what?
It's illegal to pick them. Flowers aren't like soya. They're endangered. They need sunlight, fresh air.
They ain't gonna get it around here. I think they're all gone anyway. You seen a single goddamn flower in the last 10 years?
Yeah. Once.
So that's another clue that McCoy might be a replicant, him saying that he might have saw a flower.
A man dressed in rags approaches you on the street and asks for money.
I tell him to get a job. Ain't he heard there's a labor shortage around here?
You've been drafted into the army. During a boot camp hazing, you're bound, blindfolded, and forced to eat worms.
The poor little guys. That's the army for you. Chew you up and spit you out. You know what I mean?
Are you taking any drugs?
Hey, I get tested every week.
You're at a restaurant with friends. One of them orders lobster. The chef drops the lobster into the tub of boiling water while you watch.
I kick the crap out of the sicko.
You rent a mountain cabin. On the walls, someone has hung old maps and Currier and Ives prints.
I'm not much for art.
A deer's head is mounted above the fireplace. A full stag with developed horns.
I burn it. Burn the whole damn place to the ground.
No cozy bear rug for this guy.
In a magazine, you come across a full-page photo of a nude girl.
I'm gonna like this one.
The girl is lying on a bearskin rug.
Oh man, why'd you have to ruin it? Guess I'm gonna have to rip up the magazine.
You notice someone attractive across the room.
In your dreams, pretty boy.
You're suddenly very afraid. Why?
Must be the stuffed animals again. Yeah, they're freaky. They're like animals, but they got stuff in them.
Positive result. Subject is human. Test terminated.
So that's it?
Yeah?
Since you didn't shoot
Stuffed animals.
me, I must have registered okay.
Yeah, it was touch and go there for a while.
Well, you know, I think about skin jobs all the time. Try to get into their heads. Maybe that's what the deal is.
And now we're gonna save it. Now that we've got our answer.
Hey, check out the man's database. Is that the standard model?
What, the Kaya? Yeah, it's department issue.
I could fix it up for you. Make it not quite so freaking standard, if you get my drift.
What for?
Hey, Ray, relax. I'm your pal, ain't I? You don't have to step soft around me. The department's been infiltrated, right? That's the only way Davy could have been taken out like he was.
Holden is good, no question.
When you hook into the mainframe, you always give them everything. But you don't always want them to know what you know. 'Cause then they'd know, you know?
Mm-hmm.
What do you say?
Sounds like a plan. Set it up.
There you go. Better than new.
Yeah. This is awesome. So, like, the only way to get that as an option is to not ask him about that snake guy, how he shot up, like, threatened to shoot up his shop. If you don't ask him and you do the voight conf immediately after, you get this option. Otherwise, you don't get the option for that little disc thing that allows you to control what the department sees.
I've modified this thing to let you pick and choose what gets uploaded to the police mainframe. Right-click on any clues you want to keep to yourself.
Too much information, Blader. So, when you do it this way, like when you get this information, like when you get this option to control what the department sees, you want to hide things that may implicate McCoy as being a replicant. And you also want to hide things that he's investigating of the department. So, for example, you know how we picked up that shipping form on Goose's desk? We got to hide that.
There's one other guy around here who dips into that stuff.
Someone had tried to access a bunch of protected files on the Tyrell network and failed. Not just once, but a dozen times. Tyrell engineers might forget their passwords, but what would the GravLab boys need with replicant DNA?
So we want to save that.
Positive.
Most of the
As I explained to Miss...
And the shipping form.
What I want to...
Want a Tyrell?
Peruvian lady
See?
interview.
Anosoptera.
Kingston Kitchens. Where have I heard...
Why aren't you out arresting criminals like that?
I checked with UN Air. Looks your rep swung that moonbus massacre last month.
They ever find the moon bus?
Disappeared into thin air. Brian
Okay,
thinks
well, whatever.
it
I'm
crashed
just
out in the
saying
kipple.
what you gotta do.
The earring was shaped like an insect. I didn't know much about...
The dog collar has a name.
The detonator...
Oh, in a pig's ass, Slim.
The detonator wire...
So, this DNA, we've already given it to the department, but I want to prevent them from getting any
The
more.
earring
so
was
I'm
shaped like an insect. I
clicking
didn't know
that
much about
so
jewelry,
that I
but it looked
remember in
like...
the future. I think that's pretty much everything that we want to see from the department.
As I explained to Mr. Deckard earlier, I've given the Nexus 6 model a past. I've given it the purity and innocence of childhood, and all the joy and despair that comes with a real existence. That's hardly a death sentence. That's life.
Where was the Rachel one, though? Rachel interview?
What I want to know is why the killer would be interested in replicant DNA information.
That's a stupid question.
Oh yeah? Why's that?
Okay, so do you remember we started out with $380? We now have $275, and we bought, not only did we buy a bracelet for the dog, but we also bought bullets. So, like, that's pretty good. Like, $105 for a bracelet and bullets? No inflation in this world. We only have 24 bullets, though. If we played it on, so you start at, the unlimited is for the easy round. So if you're going to go and shoot up the target room, this is the rounds you want to use. And then you have these ones, and then eventually we'll get another set of bullets if you go and find them. But you only want to use them when you're firing at replicants. And also, if you play it on easy mode, it's unlimited across the board. And then we're going to save it again because we got to talk to him about the Hassan guy.
I hear you've been waving guns around on Anemoid Row.
Who's been telling you that crap? That lying Egyptian snake oil salesman?
Hassan?
That's the one. I should have popped him when I had the chance. You want to know what really happened? I wanted to get my daughter a present for her birthday, right? I bought an iguana from that crook Hassan. And the damn thing ran out of juice just 2 days after I plucked down a shitload of Chinyan. Son of a bitch wouldn't give me a refund. So I threatened to burn down his shop.
Sometimes you just gotta be philosophical about these things.
That's exactly what my wife says.
Oh, his poor kid, though. That'd be so frustrating.
Thanks for your time.
And if you look, there's this huge-ass gun. It's a big-ass gun. And when you move around, it, like, follows you.
Jesus.
So, like, I go stand over here, and it follows you. Big-ass gun just following you all over. Also, you can actually come in and shoot him if you wanted to be a bad person. You can go out the door, bring out your gun, come back in, bang, 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 he gone. But in that same vein, if you came in with your gun out, he could shoot you back, and you could die. Now we're gonna come talk to her.
Step up, step up. Mama Isabella cooked you something special. Put a glow in your cheek.
You might not die, you could kill
McCoy,
him.
LPD. Mind if I ask you a couple of questions?
Questions? They always need answers.
No, it doesn't actually fire at you. It's just there to scare you. The one that how you die is what's his name? I can't remember his name right now. I vote comped him, so let's look. Bob. That's such an easy name. Why did I remember? That's so sad. Anyway, Bob shoots you. No, it's not loaded.
You send a lot of deliveries over to Marcus Eisendaler at the Tyrell building?
Eisendaler. Oh, Eisendaler, yeah. Let me tell you, that man can't eat.
Send anything over lately?
No, sir. No deliveries to him no more. Not since last month. He be way behind on his bill.
Not for a month, eh?
At least. No more till him pay up.
You may have a little trouble collecting. He's dead.
Sad times. Let's buy some.
That stew's looking tasty.
Fix you right up. Only 30 chinion. It put a spring in your step, man. The ladies, they be loving you.
This guy work for you?
No, but I wish he do. He be one fine-looking man.
You sure? Never seen him before.
I'd remembered him for sure.
Thanks for your time.
She's so interested. Now we're gonna come over here and talk to this guy.
I got a couple of questions for you, Captain.
First one's on the house. The rest you pay for. You want chit-chat, you hire a hooker. This ain't no social club.
Not even. Guess we don't get no... What do you call it? No chit-chat from that guy. Gonna save it. And talk to
2
Sadiq.
minutes. That's how much time I give every stranger that wanders in here off the street.
Sell a lot of stuff that way?
I don't encourage browsers. What impresses me are people who know what they want and are not afraid to pay for it.
What's the most expensive thing you got in here?
Value is a relative notion. What's significant to you might be meaningless
You can't
to
in
me.
this game.
And vice versa.
Everything here is guaranteed. The finest, most authentic anyone can get.
Let me tell you what I want, and maybe I'll impress you.
Or my paperwork is in order.
Doesn't matter. I don't read anyhow. What's your name?
Easel.
Alright, let's see here.
You say everything's top quality here. That go for your old buddy Spencer Gregorian, too?
I met him a while back. He bought some calfskin gloves from me. Said he wanted to do some gardening.
Calfskin?
Faux calfskin.
Gregorian said you were thrown out of cars for having violent tendencies.
Whoever Gregorian is, he's lying.
He also said you were a borderline sociopath who ought to be locked up, but I'm inclined to agree.
Don't you wish I gave a damn about what you think?
I can make you give a damn.
Let me give you a little word of advice, detective. Stay out of my business. More importantly, stay out of my face. All I'd have to do is make one vid call and you would be shoveling shit off-world for the rest of your career.
Talk to me like that some more and you'll be eating it.
Perhaps I can interest you in this camera. 100 years ago, it was a cherished...
Now I can't remember, but
Whole
one of
families
those
sat
actually gets you
I've seen plenty of photographs in my
information.
time.
I don't think I picked the right one.
This?
Yeah, eventually you do. But I don't remember if I get information from that. So I'm gonna do it again. Load.
2 minutes. That's how
'Cause
much
I think
time
it's
I
actually
give
the
every
dragonfly
stranger
thing.
that wanders in here off the street.
Sell a lot of stuff that way?
I don't encourage browsers. What impresses me are people who know what they want and are not afraid to pay for it.
What's the most expensive thing you got in here?
You don't actually get the option to
Value
shoot
is
him
a
until
relative
later.
notion. What's significant to you might be meaningless to me.
And vice versa.
Unless
Everything
you get an
here is
artery, then he
guaranteed.
won't be
The
speaking for
finest,
very much
most
longer.
authentic anyone can get.
Let me tell you what I want, and maybe I'll impress you.
All my paperwork is in order.
Doesn't matter. I don't read anyhow. What's your name?
Easel.
I think it's this one.
You move a lot of valuable goods through here? Valuable and exotic?
How exotic?
We're talking exceptionally
No
fine
babies
jewelry
for
in the
him.
shape of a dragonfly.
Ah, they were so majestic. I remember them from my childhood. And that was the last time I've seen them.
It's very important that I find out about this. Can you help me?
If I see something, and you can match whatever my collectors will pay, it's all yours.
Thanks a million.
Okay. Now we can save it again. And then ask him about, I think it's the
How
shell
about off-world
casings.
assault weapons? You got anything that's a match for these?
I don't deal in anything from the off-world. Much too hard to authenticate.
A man of your expertise could probably tell, though.
I don't even like to have them in here. My friend Shoshana Yuri picked up the Eos plague from some gunner's space helmet. He was
Ew.
vomiting blood for days.
No, come back, come back, back! You butthole. Now I have to go back. And wait till he comes back out of his little cage. Gotta run around a little bit. Oh, I know, all that gooey blood spilling everywhere. So yummy. But, did you know that if you run over here, it takes you to Rensselaer's, but it's locked.
Locked.
Yeah, they only do it for certain camera angles. But I agree, it's cool. There he is again.
You say everything's top quality here. That go for your old buddy Spencer Gregorian, too?
I met him a while back. He bought some calfskin gloves from me. Said he wanted to do some gardening.
Calfskin?
Faux calfskin.
Gregorian said you were thrown out of cars for having violent tendencies.
Whoever Gregorian is, he's lying.
He also said you were a borderline sociopath who ought to be locked up, but I'm inclined to agree.
Don't you wish I gave a damn about what you think?
I can make you give a damn.
Well, no, because I loaded it, and they didn't have this conversation
Stay
yet.
out of my business. More importantly, stay out of my face. All I'd have to do is make one vid call and you would be shoveling shit off-world for the rest of your career.
Talk to me like that some more and you'll be eating it.
Perhaps I can interest you in this camera. 100 years ago, it was a cherished item. Whole families sat for portraits.
That's
I've seen
not
plenty
cheating.
of photographs in my time.
Have you ever
You would
seen
load if you died.
this?
And kind of I'm gonna keep that to myself. And that to myself. And then we go this way. And we pull out our gun and shoot the lock. And then go down. Look at all these guns.
There were off-world rifles here and more. Grenades, explosives, modern rifles, even some police-issue restricted weaponry. Ezo wasn't some small-time fence, but a big-time arms dealer. The exact arms that renegade replicants would be looking for to survive in the big city.
Oh, so bad. So many guns. Look at snakes. And then we can go this way. This is going to be important later, but not right now. Could go up this way, but we're not going to. Now you see why I kept playing the game. It's a very atmosphere heavy game. Now we want to go this way.
Hold it!
Freeze, Yoshi!
Yay!
Ezo.
Whatever. Been keeping yourself busy?
I'll be out of lockup within the hour.
Your little skin job friend's gonna take up a collection to bail you out, or you got it saved up?
Maybe I got friends in high places.
Yeah.
Yeah, and if my aunt had balls, she'd be my uncle. What are you doing here, Slim?
I was gonna ask you the same thing.
I've been tracking this boy for a week. He thinks he's pretty clever. He's a material witness in a case I'm working. In fact, your best buddy's a replicant, isn't he? The big guy with the dreadlocks. What's his name again?
Hallucinate often?
That's okay. You'll be giving him up to me soon enough. I can handle it from here, Slim. Why don't you go buy yourself a lollipop? Something else to suck on.
Very clever.
But I wasn't trying to be.
No, wait!
That was a glitch. That wasn't supposed to happen. He wasn't just supposed to start running. What's going on? Why can't I move
You got
around?
anything that's a match for these?
Seriously? What the hell? Did it break? I think it broke. What the heck? Well, let's try loading it again.
How about off-world assault weapons? You got anything that's a match for these?
I don't deal in anything from the off-world. Much too hard to authenticate.
A man of your expertise could probably tell, though.
I don't even like to have them in here. My friend Shoshana Yuri picked up the Eos plague from some gunner's space helmet. He was vomiting blood for days.
That sounds gross. And we'll save it again. Hopefully this time we won't glitch it out. Go around the bend again. And he hasn't come back out, so around we go again. And around we go. You spin me right round, baby, right round. Like a record, baby, right round, round, round. Oh, he's still not there. What the hell? It's taking forever. I think that's her way of flirting, Bladar. She's very similar to you. Yeah, it bugged out. But it might, like, I loaded it again, reloaded it, so hopefully that fixes the issue.
You say everything's top quality here. Now go for your old buddy Spencer
Now we get to hear him
Gregorian,
talking
too.
about shoveling poo again.
I met him a while back. He bought some calfskin gloves from me. Said he wanted to do some gardening.
Calfskin?
Faux calfskin.
Gregorian said you were thrown out of cars for having violent tendencies.
Whoever Gregorian is, he's lying.
He also said you were a borderline sociopath who ought to be locked up, but I'm inclined to agree.
Don't you wish I gave a damn about what you think?
I can make you give a damn.
Let me give you a little word of advice, detective. Stay out of my business. More importantly, stay out of my face. All I'd have to do is make one vid call and you would be shoveling shit off-world for the rest of your career.
Talk to me like that some more and you'll be eating it.
Perhaps I can interest you in this camera. 100 years ago, it was a cherished item. Whole families sat for portraits.
I've seen plenty of photographs in my time.
Have you ever seen this?
Now we gotta lock those down again. Alright, let's save it again. And hopefully you don't break it this time. Oh yeah, I gotta change the bullet. Don't want to waste my bullets. No, I mean, like, she's the same in you as that you like to tease people and make fun of them when you like them.
There were off-world rifles here and more. Grenades, explosives, modern rifles, even some police-issue restricted weaponry. Ezo wasn't some small-time fence, but a big-time arms dealer. The exact arms that renegade replicants would be looking for to survive in the big city.
Right, now we save it again. Now that we have that there, because I don't want to have to do all that all over again. Put down these sneaky things. The growling, though. Ugh. Freaky growly people. And we could go up the ladder so I could show you what the difference is. Why not? Let's go up the ladder.
I am not about to have all my hard work obliterated just because you stumbled into my shop, Detective. Westerners need guns and hardware. All I need is will.
Freeze, Yoshi!
Ezo.
Whatever. Been keeping yourself busy?
I'll be out of lockup within the hour.
Yeah, it's different.
Your little skin job friend's gonna take up a collection to bail you out, or you got it saved up?
He would have sliced and diced
in high
us.
places.
Yeah, and if my aunt had balls, she'd be my uncle. What are you doing here, Slim?
I was gonna ask you the same thing.
I've been tracking this boy for a week. He thinks he's pretty clever. He's a material witness in a case I'm working. In fact, your best buddy's a replicant, isn't he? The big guy with the dreadlocks. What's his name again?
Hallucinate often?
That's okay. You'll be giving him up to me soon enough. I can handle it from here, Slim. Why don't you go buy yourself a lollipop? Something else to suck on.
Very clever.
Sucky.
But I wasn't trying to be.
And it didn't glitch out this time. Yay! Okay. Now we can move around again. Yep. You go down, go this way, go this way. All good. Happy ending. Just gonna go click on these scorpions again.
Strange.
Strange. Okay, let's go talk to the sun.
Thanks for your time.
And I think that's everything. Yeah, I don't think there's anything else here. We can go back.
I was fresh out of Leeds. Poking around Hawker's Circle had been a waste of time. I had nothing to connect this Ezo character to the Eisendaler murder. But if the replicants had done in one Tyrell scientist, maybe they'd go after another. And the subcontractors down on DNA Row didn't have Tyrell security to protect them.
And here we go for another cutscene, I think. Or maybe it's not yet. Like, we could go down to DNA Row now. But we want to go back to the police station. And look at those photos.
During his last election campaign, Governor Kolvig promised a bold new plan of action to clean up the worst regions of the highly toxic debris that surrounds our city, the so-called kipple. Just how much progress has been made since then? We spoke to the governor just before his weekly meeting with the city council.
Our studies have shown that the kipple's effect upon Los Angeles is minor. The radiation and toxic waste is contained in relatively small pockets, all miles distant from the city center. Nevertheless, cleaning things up out there is a worthwhile goal. especially with the thousands of specials living on the city fringes. For now, all I can say is that we're looking at several options, and I'm sure everyone will be pleasantly surprised by our final proposal.
So you do want to listen to the news broadcasts because they give you information. And now we're
China
gonna look at
bar.
this. And we're gonna zoom into this couple here.
That guy sure gets around. Give me a hard copy of that.
Yes, he does. And now we're gonna zoom in to this little thing on the desk here. Where is it? Is it over here? Or maybe it's not in this picture. Sometimes they don't, it's not in the picture because it's not supposed to be in the picture. But we can zoom in here.
Interesting. Give me a hard copy of that.
I knew you'd love it, Bladar. Here, I'll zoom in a little closer for you. There you go, you get the full picture. You get the boobs and the booty, all of it. There you go. Happy times for you. I think that's it for this picture. Pretty sure it is anyway. I don't think there's anything else on the desk. Pixelated boobies, always so pointy. Yeah, I think that's it. But then we gotta go back to DNA row, not DNA row, Hawker's Circle. And talk to the barman.
A strange scale. Give me a hard copy of that.
Yeah, I know. Poor Laura. Poor Laura and her pointy boobs. It's like those bras that made boobs pointy, you know? Who would want that? I think that's everything. I think, like with these pictures, there's no, it only shows so much. But we can spirit camera. Go scroll down. Strange scale.
There were off-world rifles here and more.
That.
Uploading personal clue database.
Yep. Well, she does raid them a lot.
Downloading mainframe
Pyramids,
clue database. Clue database transfer complete.
Any clues for me? No. Sad times. But now we head over back to Hawker's Circle and go ask the dude
floor
for the security footage. Back to Hawker's Circle. This game was so well made for the time period. Even now, I think it holds up.
You got any discs from that camera?
I just serve drinks, pal. But if you're gonna sit there until I cough it up, well, here it is.
Thank you. And we can drink some more if we want to, but we're not gonna. Because we gotta go look at the security disc. Play among the stars. I don't think you'd want to in this world, though. Fly to the moon. Like, in the off-world colonies are supposedly horrible. So many people dying.
Scanning video disk. One enhanceable image found. Adding enhanceable photographs to Kaya database.
Yay!
China bar.
And look at this.
Guza? Give me a hard copy of that.
For shame, Guza. Shame on you. And then we want to take a picture. Ezo.
He looks familiar. Give me a hard copy of that.
He's always carrying around a freaking samurai sword. I don't think there's anything on the desk, but I'll just scroll in just in case. Nope. Doesn't look like it. Looks like that's it for the photos of this one. I'll be honest, it took me years of playing this game to find all this stuff. Because it is, like, it's a very detailed game. And you can win the game without all this information, but the more details you get, the more in-depth the gameplay becomes. Like, the more details you get later. And now we're gonna go to DNA Row. Gonna go home first, because I want to see Pepper. Pretty much.
Your floor number, please.
McCoy, 88F.
Oh, we're on the 88th floor.
Thank you.
88F, not 32F. 88 floors up, that's crazy. Maggie!
Who's the best dog in the whole world? Who's the best dog in the whole world?
There's some nummies.
Here you go, baby. Dinner time.
During his last election campaign, Governor Kolvig promised a bold new plan of action to clean up the worst regions of the highly toxic debris that surrounds our city, the so-called kipple. Just how much progress has been made since then? We spoke to the governor just before his weekly meeting with the city council.
Our studies have shown that the kipple's effect upon Los Angeles is
same thing as
minor.
before.
Radiation and toxic waste is contained in relatively small pockets, all miles distant from the city center. Nevertheless, cleaning things up out there is a worthwhile goal, especially with the thousands of specials living on the city fringes. For now, all I can say is that we're looking at several options, and I'm sure everyone will be pleasantly surprised by our final proposal.
I was angry with my friend. I told my wrath. My wrath did end. I was angry with my foe. I told my wrath. My wrath did grow.
Crank calls were a dime a dozen in this city, and I'd had my share. Still, this guy sounded more like an English teacher than the average scumbag. If I'd been more awake, the message might have spooked me.
Erase and reset.
So, that was the message we were supposed to hear before the act of the last, like, the second act was to start. Like, that was the message we were supposed to receive that I mentioned in in the last live stream.
Your floor number, please.
Just saying poems. And back into the car to head over to DNA Row. I am just going to save it really quickly. Off DNA Road. Look at this guy.
Hey, pal.
What's shaking, baby? Haven't I seen you around these parts before?
Could be. I get around.
You ever get down to Nightclub Row, you ought to check out my act. I'm just warming up the room.
We'll be going
but
to
it's
Nightclub
better than
Row
a kick in the
eventually.
pants, you dig?
What kind of stuff do you do?
What kind of... You kidding, baby? I do it all! I am the direct extension of Frankie, Sammy D, and Tino Martini.
Who?
Man, you really must be dozing in Squaresville if you're asking who the voice is. You know, old Blue Eyes. The chairman of the board? Sinatra, man.
The guy's been dead for 20 years.
Well, you're gonna remember the name Gordo Frizz just like old Blue Eyes. I ain't on the Marquis of Early's just yet, but it's coming, I promise you.
Isn't it funny how I was singing Fly Me to the Moon?
You seen any suspicious looking people around here?
Hell no. I mean, a lot of wackos cool their heels down here, but they're anything but suspicious.
Excuse me, pal.
And that's it. And we could have talked to that other guy that walked by, but he walked away too fast. Dude, you're in the way.
Not good time now. Come back later. 你個細蚊仔喺邊度啊？你喺呢度啦，咪快啲嚟呢度啦。咁靚仔啊！你個 iris 呢真係大啦。
Excuse me.
Deliveries to where?
LPD, I got a couple of questions.
Talk. Always talk. You wait. You no take up time. Busy.
Marcus Eisendaler is dead.
Okay, we talk. Quick, come. What you want?
You were close to Eisendaler?
Eisendaler? No time for him. No go to lab. Eisendaler test off-world gravity to work important organs. Visual center, you see?
Marcus is dead.
To work hard all night, all day, no stop, no break, no OT.
Did you hear me?
Of course I hear you. You think I'm deaf? Your time more important, huh? Eisendaler dead. Miraji may be dead. You out chasing skirts.
Miraji?
You eat supper with Miraji every night, no fail. Sometimes Chinese, sometimes Indian, sometimes home cooked. Sometimes we go up and eat with twins.
Miraji didn't show. Did you call him?
Hey, call. I knocked. 10 minutes ago, door locked. No answer. Where you come from, huh?
What?
Nothing.
Well, he just said he works all the time. So he's probably really sleep deprived.
Tell me this.
Hey, wait. LPT, you there for something, huh? LPT? I'm very busy. Eyes won't wait for nothing.
Okay, we leave. We're leaving! And we're going this way. And this way. Oh, this is gonna be fun. We gotta save it. Let's go up first. See if we can get in here, and it'll probably say it's locked. Oh no, it's not. That's good. Right, so we're gonna save. And we're gonna go click on this.
I recognized the logo on the envelope. It was definitely Runsitter's animal sales, but I didn't expect to find hundreds of chinion inside. I didn't know what it was for, but I'd bet the farm it wasn't on Runsitter's books.
More than likely it wasn't.
Of course I hear you. You think I'm deaf?
I recognized the logo on the envelope.
Now look at this creepy little doll. So freaky! I don't like it. Even when I was younger, I was like, what the hell?
The vid phone was one of those old Zenith jobs, the last electronic tech that was still produced on this continent, in Mexico to be exact. No wonder the sucker was on the blink. Half the workspace was tidy, the other half a total disaster area. The tenants were clearly the oddest of odd couples.
Hello, Luther. Hello, Lance. You have no new messages and one saved voice-only message. Would you like to hear the saved message again?
Absolutely.
Hello, it's J.F. Sebastian. I hope you guys are all right. I tried to talk to Dr. Terrell about your reemployment, but I haven't been able to get through to him yet. He's kinda angry, and you know what a cool customer he is. I don't know what happened between you guys, but I'm still trying. If you want to get together, I'm still at the Bradbury. I'll be here all night.
Message saved automatically. To delete, please state your deletion security number.
Not right now. Thanks.
The pleasure's all ours at Sino Bell.
This is real terrible security.
Hello, it's J.F. Sebastian. I hope you guys are all right.
Okay, now that we've searched that area. Gotta come down here. Save it again. And go in here.
What's going on? Who did this?
Help me, sir. Please, help me. It is going to blow. Run! Run!
Crazy
Hold on,
explosions.
an ambulance will be coming.
You must warn the twins. Up there. Up the stairs.
The twins? Did they do this?
No. Tall man with dreadlocks. The bomber. And another with beard. Piercing eyes.
What did they want?
The DNA information. God forgive me. I told them about the twins.
Don't shoot. McCoy, Rep Detect, BR 61661.
What do you know about this?
Got a dead man here, victim of an explosion. His name was Miraji. He was able to give me a description of the two perps just before he bought the farm.
Yeah? They skin jobs? Or you just in the right place at the wrong time?
I'm practically waxing their tails, officer. I'm that close. But I don't have a lot of time. You mind,
Mopping up here? Just do me a favor and kick some rep ass, okay? It's high time someone got them illegals off the street.
Appreciate it.
This is 32 Sector 3 reporting a homicide, possible act of terrorism.
So that's another place where you can actually die. Like, your character could die in that explosion, you could fiddle with the bomb and blow yourself up. If you want, I can load it and you can watch him die.
You got a sheet or something we could cover him with?
Nah, nothing. Cold Cup boys have been dragging ass.
Don't miss anything.
There ain't nothing left, Detective.
But we're gonna go back in.
It was something you didn't see too often. A precise, shaped explosion fashioned for minimum collateral damage. The son of a bitch was a pro. Someone with real munitions expertise. And that expertise could only come with extensive, on-the-job, off-world training. Locked. No way through here.
Alright, now
It was something you didn't see too often. A precise, shaped explosion fashioned from
No. Tall man with dreadlocks. The bomber.
And now we go back in here.
What you do, huh?
Listen to me.
Busy. You not delivery man. You go away. Distraction all day long. Never stop. Loud noises on the street. Beep, beep, boom, 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 boom. Always make me drop eyes.
That'd be Dermo design burning to the ground.
Oh? What of Maraji?
He didn't make it.
You leave now, okay? Very busy. Must work.
Poor guy. Lost his friend.
You mentioned twins.
Yes. Luther and Lance. Siamese twins. Live above Maraji.
They're genetic designers?
Were. Till last month. Got the boot. Shit can.
From who?
Big boss. Who else? You go ask them. I waste no more time. You think I nose around everybody's business, huh?
Maraji's some kind of DNA designer?
Yeah. Subcontractor like me. He funny though. Like old movies. Maraji master chef. Twins go crazy when he cooks.
Marcus Eisendaler is dead. You might consider knocking off work early.
What Nexus 6 want with me, huh? I just do eyes. Busy. Must make deadline.
Always so busy.
What's Sebastian been up to lately?
Sebastian? He do what always do, nervous system. Very important to Dr. Terrell.
Where do I find him?
He had old building down alley. Bradbury Hotel, I think. You walk down alley, you find it.
What about this Lance? What kind of guy is he?
Why, he like Luther, only different. Don't know which.
That's so?
One long hair, talk a lot, always make deal. Other more quiet, work much harder.
What kind of deals?
Sell this, sell that, no matter what weather. Like salesman. Very hard to take, no trust, no way.
Did Lance sell something to Runsiter?
Who? Never heard of Runsiter. No time for charades. Sound like this, sound like that, look like this.
Sorry to bother you.
He's a very interesting man. Like, working all the time must really have messed with his mind. I'm not sure where we got more money from, but we got more money now. But we're heading over to the Bradbury. We're gonna go investigate there.
Home again, giggity gig.
Home again, giggity gig.
It was some kind of freakish toy. Half mechanical, half organic. Rep technology for sure, but no one was going to give me any retirement bonus for it.
And we're gonna save it.
It wasn't a rep and it wasn't human, and it still gave me the willies.
Creepy. Just a bunch of creepy toys and dolls all over the place.
I couldn't tell who was winning, and I didn't much care. Chess was a little slow for me. I didn't have time to stop for synthetic eggs. I remember tasting a real one back when I was a kid. It was like liquid sunshine. Damn tasty.
Can you imagine never eating another egg again? Never eating a steak again? Sucks.
Resuming interrupted print job.
DNA research, incept dates, a lot of jargon, but I'd bet my spinner it was valuable to somebody. I couldn't tell who was winning, and I didn't...
Anything else? And that's another tip that McCoy might be a replicant, was when he said eating eggs when I was a kid. Like Liquid Sunshine. We're following somebody. Look at the steps going up. Up we go. We could shoot, but we don't need to. And we're gonna save it. And break. Because we gotta climb up. I know I'm saving it a lot. That's because I don't want to have to break the glass again in case of bugs. We're getting beat on. He's beating us up and there's nothing we can do.
That'll do, Sadiq. Enough!
Oh, you think he found us, man?
One of the design subcons must have talked. Unstable personalities, to say the least.
Told you we should have blown up the old block.
It would have created problems down the line.
We got problem now, man.
This one, he's not a problem. He's an opportunity. You're weak, my friend. I expected so much more from you.
I'm thinking our brother not hearing too good.
Oh, he hears us. Isn't that right, McCoy?
You ready to give up fruitless nightmare, man? Come back to family?
He doesn't have a choice. He never did.
Let me kill him, man.
No.
We got no time to be patient. Your woman, she be getting sick.
I promise you, she'll not die here on Earth.
I promise somebody will.
Believe me, he's the least of our problems.
You're talking crazy. The hunter be dangerous.
A fool sees not the same tree a wise man sees.
I'm no fool, man.
You must have a little faith, my friend. Without contraries is no progression.
How can you trust any of their kind?
We have been manipulated by them, correct? Now they're going to see exactly what lies on the other side of the horizon.
Weird-ass buggies.
Catch me if you can!
How long have I been here, Lucy?
How do you know my name?
I saw your things at Runciter's. Did you feel bad when they killed those animals?
They were so pretty and sweet. I hoped Father wouldn't do it. But Mr. Runciter deserved retribution. That's what Father said.
Why?
'Cause he treated me bad. Like I belonged to him.
I'm sorry.
Are you really the hunter? Like Father says?
It's my job.
Why? What do you have against us?
Nothing. It's just the law.
Would you hurt me?
I promise you I won't.
Liar.
Father will be back soon.
And we're stuck here tied to a chair. Let's see here. Anything? Nope. But we can go in. There's lots of stuff there. Yeah, she's 14 or so. 14, 15 or so. Mm-hmm.
It felt and smelled like real cheese. Dairy products were choice contraband, scarce and mucho expensive. Selling them was a Class A felony.
I'm not saying anything, Blader. Doll.
Hysteria Hall was an arcade down near Nightclub Row. Strange.
Muffy? Okay. And we can go this way. Takes us out here. We're gonna hit save. And we've already started Act 3. So I'm thinking that's where I'm gonna end the stream. And we'll start it off on stream 3. Because like, the more detail we get, like, this is gonna be basically the next act, and it's a lot longer. We'll need more time to play it out. And I'll probably be streaming Sunday. Sunday it'll be easier. It'll be a longer stream then. Besides, I think Ginger's gonna be streaming soon anyway. So yeah, I'm gonna end the stream there. Thank you for joining me, everybody. I hope you join me for the next one. I probably will stream Sunday. Sunday and Monday, probably. But thank you all for watching. Have a good night, everybody. Hope to see you next time.